Good morning, everyone. Please stand and join us in the pledge to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, could everyone please remain standing for the national anthem?
Hello, and good afternoon, everyone. Superintendent Murphy, Assistant Superintendent Connolly, Assistant Superintendent Donahue, Director of Special Education, Mr. Leonard, Principal Watkins, school committee members, select board members, administration, faculty, parents, families, guests, and of course, the graduates of the class of 2019. I'd like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2019 from Mansfield High School. My name is Valerie Benora, and I'm the president of the class of 2019. When I was told my speech is supposed to highlight our class accomplishments, I thought, well, that's easy, we have SATU. And for those of you who went to class day this past Thursday, well then, you know SATU. The overachiever going to Harvard. I'm just messing with you, SATU, we're proud of you. When you really get to know the class of 2019, you learn there are numerous outstanding students, athletes, and overall people. In honor of these outstanding people, I would like to sing a little song by Fred Rogers. No, I'm just kidding, I can't sing. But the lyrics go a little something like this. It's not the things you wear, it's not the way you do your hair, but it's you I like. The way you are right now, the way deep down inside you, not the things that hide you. Not your caps and gowns, they're just beside you, but it's you I like. Every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like. Ultimately, these lyrics emphasize that you don't ever have to do anything sensational for people to love you. They emphasize it is your personal and unique qualities inside you that make you sensational. I feel this idea is important in speaking upon our class accomplishments because no award, no Hawk championship, or even diploma can capture what the true character of this class is. One of my favorite moments this year that really demonstrated the character of this class to me was the Special Olympics pep rally, which Katie Dardinsky and I spent all year helping put together. During the rally, each student was to walk up to the 2 balloons in the center of the gym, hand their teammate their Special Olympics certificate, smile for a picture, and sit down. However, before Nick Levine even handed off their certificate, he started to perform a clearly perfected and practiced handshake with his teammate Noah. It is the handshakes, the hugs, the loud cheers, the little gestures that make an impact. Guest speaker, Canton High School senior Xavier Thompson, was so impressed with the relations, support, environment that we have created with our Special Olympics athletes. He was inspired to do more at his school for the Special Olympics. But the rally is not the only place where you see the small gestures of friendship. I myself felt the impact of support and a little sense of humor to carry me through the school day. Every morning and afternoon, I was blessed by the presence of Alexia Bolku as my locker neighbor. Each time we were at our lockers, she would shove me, throw books at me, tell me to move, then most likely insult me. But then she would ask me how my day was, ask me if I needed help with anything, and would bother me until I laughed, always making sure I walked away with a smile. I wish I could thank everyone in this class who made me laugh, because I think I can speak for most seniors and say how emotionally and physically draining senior year truly is. I think we really did carry each other through the struggles and triumphs of this important year. What I want every parent, family member, and friend to know is their loved one graduating today went to school each day, made class a little better, made school days a little easier for one another, and even our teachers. I went to some of the Mansfield High School teachers to get their perspectives on this graduating class. One of the most intelligent, bright, and pleasant teachers, Dr. Carroll, pointed out, "You are a group of doers. You don't just talk about getting things done. You actually put yourselves out there and get it done. This opens you up to criticism, but that is so much better than sitting on the sidelines with no voice." Mrs. Gentili also agreed and pointed out, "The students of the class of 2019 will always be remembered by me as a group of mature, responsible, and passionate individuals that faced challenges and took on responsibilities with a high level of commitment, follow-through, and positive attitude that exemplifies leadership." Both teachers carried on with how they appreciated how we would put in the extra work, and even the small gestures like when we would buy them cakes for their birthdays, which is very much not allowed in school, so they hope they don't get in trouble for this. Anyways, I feel like this goes to show you, you don't have to be sensational to be loved, but it's the seemingly unsensational things, the small things that make you loved, that make you special. Now, I wish I could continue further, but a wise woman, also known as my mom, or more commonly known as Penny, once said, "Please keep the speech short. People just want to see their kids walk." So with that, I wish each and every one of you well with the next path you walk, and for the 50% of this class I will not see at UMass Amherst. Good luck. At this time, I would like to welcome Superintendent Murphy to the podium for her remarks.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome. It is my honor to address you today. I'd like to extend my well wishes and heartfelt congratulations to all of you in the audience. I've met parents, siblings, step-parents, grand and great-grandparents, aunts and uncles and cousins and extended family and close family friends. I say to our graduates, how fortunate you are to have such special people in your lives who surround you with love as we celebrate such an important milestone in your life. To the class of 2019, your graduation date has personal significance to me. I recently received an invitation to my own Mansfield High School class reunion. Yes, I am a proud graduate of Mansfield High School, class of 1974. So today is the 45th anniversary of my MHS graduation. Now, in those days, our class was less than half of the 337 students who are on this stage. We were small enough that we held our graduation ceremony in the Barbara Trombley Auditorium at Mansfield High School. So there were some differences, but I am pretty sure that my classmates and I had the same feelings that you have. Happiness at completing this chapter, excitement, maybe nervous excitement, just plain excitement, but you're thrilled about what's ahead for you. So 45 years out of high school, I should have lots of wisdom to impart onto you. But class of 2019, I have had the joy of following your endeavors and your activities since you were third graders. You are amazing in so many ways, and I do believe that you are light years ahead of where I was when I was on the graduation stage. This is what I know about you. You have a thirst for learning. Your academic achievements in all disciplines have been impressive. Now, regardless of whether you are continuing on with your formal education right away, please don't lose your curiosity or your love of learning. And I hope that more than a few of you will be coming back to see me in 4 years looking for a teaching job so that you can inspire the next generation that follows you. I have found that you have a passion for the arts and of sport. The musical and theatrical productions and the visual arts created by you and your classmates have been breathtaking. Your athletic accomplishments illustrate your physical skills, but also your years and years of hard work and practice. I have learned that there is a love of country among you. Today and through the school year, I have heard the majesty of the musical renditions and of your singing of our national anthem. I've witnessed some of your classmates who are already involved in our local government through voter registration and internships. All of us on this stage shared that powerful moment at Class Day when we saluted your classmates who have committed to serving our country in the military. You care for the earth. Our school ditched the styrofoam trays, and there are hundreds of trees planted in our community because of the efforts of some of your classmates. Teamwork and leadership, these two go hand in hand. You have classmates who have demonstrated strong leadership skills by establishing extracurricular clubs, by being class leaders, peer models, conductors, and captains. But leaders can't do it alone and need those who will collaborate and work hard to get the job done. Both roles, leadership and teamwork, are crucial to your success. The lyrics to your class song remind you that all your dreams have no limitation. If you are leaving Mansfield High School with a love of country and its environment, love of sport, visual and performing arts, and a thirst for learning, then you will surely be highly successful wherever your paths lead. In conclusion, as your superintendent of schools, I offer, on behalf of the entire Mansfield Public Schools community, my congratulations on your achievements and my best wishes on your graduation. I am so proud of you, and I can't wait to see where you go in life. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello. My name is Justin Miller, and I'm the salutatorian of the class of 2019. Class, it's been a busy week. Over the last few days, we've had rehearsals, class day, boat cruise, and now graduation. Also, the track team competed in the state meet yesterday. So I'd guess that half the grads here are either too sore to stand up or too tired to pay attention. But honestly, this is an accurate representation of our last 4 years. Despite your fatigue, you continue advancing towards today's final checkpoint. You've worked, you've struggled, but in the end, you've made it. And as we sit 30 feet from the finish line, we realize that we have all had something pushing us through these trying times. Our cross-country coach, Julie Collins, called this mental toughness. The ability to push yourself further when everything inside of you is saying that you've reached a limit. A stubbornness towards anyone and anything that stands in the way of your goals. And while Coach preached this concept to improve our finishes, there is no end to its application. Mental toughness helps in every aspect of our lives. Athletics and studies, obviously, but also at work, in our relationships, and with the development of our personality, who we are. By sitting on this stage today, we have all proven our ability to overcome barriers. That academic challenges have ensured that we have all encountered boundaries on our journey towards graduation. Yet, ironically, how much we've pushed our limits has nothing to do with our grades. Let me be clear, mental toughness is not about how much we studied or how clever we were with our test-taking strategies. Mental toughness is seen through the individual challenges we faced to get to where we are now. At some point in our childhood, we had all personally acquired this get-it-done state of mind. Some of us experienced strict parents, competitive friends, or demanding teachers. Personally, I had an older brother and a track captain who took core way too seriously. We have also absorbed this toughness from others in our lives. By learning from the strength of our friends and family, we have improved our own resilience. My most influential teacher, perhaps, wasn't a professional, but my own grandmother. Around 16 months ago, Judy was diagnosed with lymphoma and came up to Boston for treatment at Dana-Farber. After a long struggle through surgeries and ensuing complications, she returned to her home, New Jersey, where she completed rehab just a few weeks ago. Judy is here today, and I would like to thank her for continuing to support her family despite the difficult hand that she's been dealt. I'm also grateful for the rest of my immediate and extended family, because while their struggles have not been as clear-cut as Judy's, they exemplify a unique attribute of mental toughness. You see, mental toughness is a trait that is created and revealed through the same process, our struggles. Even when we don't embrace them, our everyday struggles teach us how to work to overcome larger ones. In the long run, these lessons are what push us through life. Whether you go into the workforce, military, or further education, we will continue to utilize the resilience we gained from high school. These years of arguments with teachers and peers will help you negotiate with hostile bosses and coworkers. The countless 6 a.m. wake-ups will allow you to run your business or serve your country despite your fatigue. Admittedly, many of these lessons are the unintended consequences of unpopular systems in our school. And I'm sure there are ways to foster resilience without pushing students through unfair and sometimes uncomfortable situations. But regardless of the means, MHS has made us strong-headed. And the potential of our mental toughness far outweighs whatever headaches we have received in the process. Just look at what we have already accomplished. The last few years have opened doors for what we can do. In some cases, they even removed the doors completely. But in all seriousness, our newfound perseverance will serve us too much in the future. From experience, we know that things won't always go our way, and so we are prepared to dig in for the long haul. We can use our subtle lessons to create a total focus on our ambitions and on our dreams. However, it must be said that the struggle for complete mental toughness can have negative consequences. One who focuses too much on pushing their limits fails to recognize that there's more to life than this struggle. I've seen friends and family devote themselves to great opportunities only to have the fruits of their labor spoiled by obsessiveness. So, with that in mind, enjoy today. Celebrate all you have struggled to overcome. As we cross the stage, appreciate what you have become and where you'll bring yourself over the next few years, wherever you go. And don't be too tough on yourselves. Thank you.
The band will now perform Into the Raging River. The band is directed by Mr. Matthew McGuire.
and good afternoon. My name is Caitlin McCarthy, and I am the valedictorian for the class of 2019. As we graduate today, we are dropped into the real world with all of its opportunities. Gone are the days where solely our reputations and grades define us. We leave them behind and embrace our true selves as we delve into the areas in which we want to accomplish great things, be it in a specific subject, a trade, the military, or the workforce. The ways in which we define ourselves become limitless. Our intangible qualities come to the forefront. Our innovation, our passion, our creativity, our motivation. We are free to define ourselves how we want to be defined. We have a fresh start. With this lack of boundaries, though, comes uncertainty. We have decisions to make about what kind of impact we want to have, and there are so many options. Some of them we gravitate to. Some of them we think we like, but discover later are not our true passions. I was never quite sure of what I wanted to do when I grew up. At first, I wanted to be a doctor, but then I realized I much preferred history to science and that I have no desire to watch surgery. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. What I do know, though, is that you all will do amazing things. All of you have something special to give to the world, and I believe I can speak for the class when I say that we are all cheering you on. Find what you love and go after it wholeheartedly, and don't be afraid to listen to that gut feeling. If you follow your passion, you will become the best version of yourself as you grow to meet your passion's demands. There is a lot of uncertainty in the years ahead, but each situation is a chance to grow and understand. Uncertainty is not to be missed. You will all find what you are good at. Not knowing what comes next is normal. I remember about a year ago that I told my mother that I didn't quite feel like an adult yet. She replied that she didn't either. And I realized that if this incredible woman, whom I have looked up to all my life, is still figuring out things as she goes, I and you should be prepared to do the same without fear. You will know when you are making the correct decision, and when you are wrong, you will pick yourself back up. Mistakes are just part of the journey. They do not end it. Don't cut yourself off from opportunities just because you have not planned for them. And not if, but when you succeed in whatever you do, know that you have a whole community that is extremely excited for you. It's up to you whom that community includes, be they family, friends, Mansfield residents, or people you have yet to meet. We are all proud of you, and we will stick with you no matter what. It's okay not to not know what comes next. All I know is that we need to do the best we can and use all of our resources, from our talents to our relationships. I urge you to ask questions in the midst of your uncertainty. Even if you don't feel comfortable doing so, push through. Sometimes I need to remind myself anytime I feel anxious about asking information is that the knowledge gained far outweighs the effort lost. In fact, I decided to ask some of my family friends that I have been blessed with for the advice they would give to themselves as an 18-year-old. They have all been in your shoes and have gone on to have great careers and great families. Pam Oppenheim says to slow down and enjoy the moment. Robin Tevenot says to not take life too seriously. At 18, you try to map out your life, but if you find yourself interested in another path, it's okay to change. Just stay true to yourself and be kind. You can't please everyone, and it's okay to make mistakes. As long as you own it and learn from it, you will be a better person. Explore and don't be afraid to try new things. Katie McGuire says to enjoy college or any plans you have next, because it goes by so fast, and it's such a unique and great time period of your life. Mary Casali says to practice more compassion for oneself and for all others. None of us has all the answers. We can never really get this life right, but we can never get it wrong either, and we can never get it all done. Have more compassion. Stacia Lamond, shout out to Stacia, says to dream magnificently, live passionately, fight courageously, love fiercely, breathe, and always dance in the light of lessons learned and life's successes. So, class of 2019, I urge you to take all of these pieces of advice to heart, as these voices are way more qualified than that of the nervous 18-year-old who doesn't quite know how to do laundry yet. But I will leave you with one thing to keep in mind as we leave one realm of uncertainty to the even more foggy future. There is no correct answer to life. Don't let uncertainty stall you. Go with your gut and make something happen. I wish all of you the absolute best of luck.
choir will now sing We're All in This Together, arranged by seniors Maya Blodgett and Ezekiel Solis. The choir will be directed by Mrs. Sheila Newton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orion Hollowell, and I am president of the Rising Senior Class of 2020. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud, I'm extremely proud, in fact, to hold that job. But today, I am even prouder to be here to honor the unique and outstanding class of 2019. I'd like to point out that I am the last speaker before these students will walk across the stage to receive their diplomas, so I will try to keep it relatively brief. Mansfield High School has been lucky to have this class. With their presence over the past 4 years, the class of 2019 has benefited the entire student body. Since I was a freshman, this class has mentored me and my classmates to follow in their footsteps. On Thursday, when Val, the great class president, gave me the key to the school, I knew that my class would have big shoes to fill as the class of 2019 leaves behind an inheritance of academic success and athletic excellence. This is a class of champions on the athletic field and winners in the classroom. I am confident that the young adults you see sitting behind me are prepared to meet the future head on and to make it their own. We should all be thankful for the opportunities they will have to make our world a better place. And lastly, as I said on Thursday, I wish you all good luck in your future. But more importantly, on behalf of the class of 2020 and of all the underclassmen who will come up into the world after these fine young adults, I would like to say this. You have the skills to take what you deserve in this life. Never look back. It's my pleasure to address you today, and it's especially my pleasure to share the stage with such a fine and upstanding group of young adults. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
The orchestra will now perform See You Again. The orchestra is directed by Miss Gail Colombo.
afternoon. I'm Mary Watkins, principal of Mansfield High School, and I'm pleased to welcome you here today to celebrate the class of 2019. Thank you. I do have a few remarks, but I'll try to read fast. At the start of this school year, the Mansfield Gridiron, Field of Honor, and other local veterans organizations did quite a bit to honor veterans in and around our community. The events got me thinking a lot about my favorite veteran, my dad, his name is Charlie, and his experiences in the Army Medical Corps. So I decided sometime in October that I would share the story of his early military career and the beginnings of my immediate family at graduation. The goal here at Class of 2019 is to get you thinking about the interplay among things like luck, opportunity, vision, grit, and preparation in building a life, and also to let you know that you do not, I repeat, do not have to have it all figured out right now. When my dad retired from the Army in 1998, he had achieved a lot. He was president of his class in medical school all 4 years. He was board certified physician in internal medicine, infectious diseases, and tropical medicine. He served in hospital leadership positions, including roles of chief resident and chief of medicine. He was a physician at Walter Reed Army Medical Center in Washington, D.C., and also assistant chief of virus diseases at the Walter Reed Army Institute of Research. Dad served tours as part of disease surveillance teams with the Marines in Kuwait and in Somalia. Among other things, he completed jump school with the 101st Airborne, attended jungle warfare training in Panama, and spent considerable time conducting disease research in Thailand, India, and Western China. He retired a full colonel. My dad had an exciting, adventurous career by any measure, which he absolutely loved. Now, what I really want to talk to you about is how exactly he got there. Let's contrast where he ended up with where he started. Dad graduated high school in 1966 with a middle-of-the-road to lowish GPA and not much direction or focus. He went ahead to college, joined ROTC, and made a commitment to active duty in the Army upon graduation. He was justifiably convinced that he'd be deployed to Vietnam since the conflict was at its height. But instead, the Army sent him to Vicenza, Italy, where he would remain stationed for over 4 years, assigned to a nuclear field artillery unit. And this was truly lucky, and my dad was very well aware of it in the moment. So Dad made the most of the gift of being stationed in Vicenza, Italy, by skiing in the Alps, buying a sporty red Fiat convertible, and traveling a lot during his free time. He also dated my mom, who taught at the Vicenza American High School. My parents met by chance at an early dinner at the Officers Club, and they dated for only a few months when an order went out for all non-dependent base staff to vacate, which meant that my mom would have to return to the States. So my dad, ever the problem solver, realized that the only way to keep her around, if she was willing, would be for her to become a military dependent. So he proposed, and she said yes. The takeaway here is that he recognized a great opportunity, took a calculated risk, and it paid off, as evidenced by over 45 years of marriage. My mom's support was foundational to the rest of my father's success, and I couldn't even begin to describe or cover it here. My older brother was born in 1974 at the Field Hospital in Vicenza. He was a very colicky baby, and he really lit a fire for Dad, who hadn't had too much of a plan up to that point, other than to make the most of not being in Vietnam. And if you ask my dad to summarize how he made some of his early career decisions, he says, "There was a screaming baby at home, and I needed to do something. If we had an easy baby, I wouldn't have made it so far. I had to make a move." Enter vision and grit. So my dad decided that he wanted to become a doctor. My mom thought he was nuts. He didn't have the grades to apply to medical school. He enrolled in college correspondence courses and then to a 2-year master's program in physiology to demonstrate that he could manage academic rigor. And he turned himself into a competitive candidate. And in my dad's own words, I had to learn to apply the intensity and focus I learned in sports and in the Army to my academic work. My grades improved a lot. Ultimately, he enrolled in the Uniformed Services University of the Health Sciences as a member of its first graduating class. Now, Dad served as president of his class at medical school, and this was his first foray into leadership. Most of his peers were newly recruited, academically inclined civilians who had never been in the military. And in order to learn medicine at USUS, they also had to learn all of the drills and rules and regs of the Army. A boot camp type sergeant was assigned to train these civilian recruits, and his methodology wasn't going over very well. At the old age of 29, Dad was far older than most other members of his class since he was such a late bloomer to academics and a career goal. But he discovered that he was the one who was prepared and who possessed the knowledge and skills needed. He already knew all the maneuvers, so he just approached administration and volunteered to teach his peers what to do. And as a result, he was immediately nominated to be president of his class. This was his first experience really leading, and having that positive experience was transformative and continued to build on itself. Fast forward to the early 90s, and my dad had worked his way through the ranks at a variety of military hospitals and was conducting research around the world. At this time, I was in high school, just like you. I have postcards from all over the world from my dad, who was frequently away. In fact, my dad came back from Somalia on my 16th birthday, which was simply awesome. And I remember trying to figure out what I wanted to do after high school and beyond, and of him telling me his story, albeit with Venn diagrams and flowcharts. And I still think about his story when I find myself up against it. So to wrap this up, the guy who gave a mediocre performance in high school and all 4 years of college, who had to redo most of college while working full-time and then had to make several attempts to get to med school, ended up having a pretty good run. And my dad would confirm that at age 18, he had no idea where he wanted to go or what he wanted to do. He didn't figure it out until 10 years later for all of the reasons that I've shared. Now, class of 2019, at a minimum, I hope your takeaway is that you don't have to have it all figured out now. Envision with every ounce of your creativity the life that you want. Let your imagination run wild. Have grit. Come to terms with the fact that achieving the life you want requires hard work, determination, and patience, but don't give up. Keep your eyes peeled so that you can appreciate luck and opportunity when it presents, and don't believe for a second that where you stand right now is where you'll be forever. Please understand that things are not urgent, not dire. Your life isn't a contest, though sometimes the pressure and the optics make it feel that way. Your life is yours to create. Class of 2019, have faith in yourselves. You have everything it takes and more. I have all the confidence in the world in each of you, and I am very proud of you. Thank you. All right, at this time, it is my honor to present you with your diplomas. Ms. Karadianis, Mr. Fogel, Mr. Tahasik, and Mrs. Barlas will be assisting. Mrs. Karadianis and Mr. Fogel have graciously volunteered to read the names of our students.
Valerie Ann Benora. Ezekiel Joshua Solis. Justin Ryan Miller. Erin Lynn Hastings. Caitlin Ann McCarthy. Connor Robert Eames. Savidia Dilni Hediarachi. Paxton Thomas Howard. Lydia Catherine Jankowski. Meta Kurganti. Setu Kunan Odeapan. Margaret Clark Riley. Rebecca Ann Sarkeesian. Christine Al-Fagali. Abdullah Abdulaziz Al-Gabar. Rokeya Aid Al-Sultani. Jenna Elizabeth Amaral. Bryn Kelly Anderson. Jacqueline Winter Anderson. Aiden Maurice England. Isha Arepa Arabahavi. Maxwell Ross Bank. Isabel Rose Banta. Samantha Barrasso. Jack Robert Berry. Hunter Brian Bateman. Chloe Megan Baum. Samantha Christine Becker. Cara Marie Bendanillo. Madison Nicole Bendanillo. Kenneth Samuel Bellinger. Michael David Bernard Jr. Jillian Lee Burt. Maya Christina Blodgett. Haley Nicole Bonin. Rafael Pinto Botello. Ethan Mendel Brilcast. Jonathan Stanley Brintnall. Eric Mitchell Brown. Nicole Jean Brown. Andrew Michael Brundage. Michael Louis Buccini. Michael John Buckley. Alexia Balku. Dylan Christopher Burke. Sarah Mackenzie Cahill. Andrea Tabitha Callahan. Madison Elizabeth Campbell. Anthony William Capice. Matthew Joseph Cavoli. Stephen Robert Chase. Laura Elizabeth Chafee. Alexandria Catherine Chase. Lauren Marietta Klang. Andrew James Cohen. Sophia Elizabeth Collins. Emma Elizabeth Bovey. Victoria June Collins. Regan Sierra Kaluzdian. Grace Elizabeth Adams. Christian Kyle Lee Connor. Bailey Patrick Colby. Molly Elizabeth Connors. Benjamin Patrick Conti. Colleen Elizabeth Cooney. Christopher Leo Capone. Cadence Allison Cordell. Lindsay Elizabeth Corning. Jacqueline Margaret Costello. Emma Redican Cottage. Haley Patricia Crawford. Sophia Marie Krugnali. Alessandra Maria Couton. Katerina Rosa Couton. Patrick O'Leary Dalton. Margaret Madeline Danahy. Erin Mary Daniel. Catherine Rose Dardinsky. Christian John Renee Marius Doriak. Kyle Matthew DeKoff. Allison Nicole Delano. Julia Isabella DeLuzio. Catalina St. Clair Damasi. Shamita Sudhir Desai. Luke Adams Devine. Jaden William Curley. Cole Bryant DeForti. Shane Kenneth Kremen Jr. Molly Eileen DiMarino. Philip Tyler Denove. Jake Matthew DeSangro. Nikhil Thomaraju. Samuel Forrester Donnellan. Thomas Charles Dooling. Brooke Laney Downey. Ryan Patrick Driscoll. Riley Pardo Duffin. Nicholas David Dumichel. Serena Grace Dunlap. Brian Mark Egan. Colby Javari Eason. Cody Thomas Eccles. Samantha Michelle Eddy. Erin Genevieve Eichinger. Elizabeth Ann Elsner. Victoria Rose Farrington. Alyssa Marie Feliciano. Francis Joseph Figueredo. Michael Robert Falaccio. Kaylee Jennifer Fine. Julia Ann Falaccio. Matthew Harrison Finkelstein. Molly Alyssa Friedman. Chelsea Fisher. Connor Michael Fitzpatrick. Ryan Carl Fleming. Amanda Elizabeth Forte. Brendan Andrew Freeman. Belinda Erin Mathis French. Marcus Paul Galanis. Sabrina Elizabetta Guerreri. Jack William Garland. Tessa Katerina Garufi. Catherine Jane Garvin. Karina Victoria Gemignani. Liam Joseph Gerdeman. Jacob Allen Garrity. Kyle William Giambanco. Miranda Rose Gibbons. Megan Elizabeth Galogli. Christian Farrell Gilmore. George Richard Gloropoulos. Lindsay Nicole Golden. Eli Samuel Gonzalez Blanchard. Mary Madeline Goodwin. Brad Crawford Grant. Catherine Grace Grella. Kyle Adam Griffin. Megan Amelia Gully. Michael Thomas Haggerty Jr. Isabel Grace Hanley. Christopher Paul Goulet Jr. Patrick James Hanley. Callie Ann George. Molly Megan Harridan. Michael Logan Hargadon. McKenna Marie Harnden. Haley Elizabeth Harton. Patrick Joseph Heavey. Edward Wolfgang Hepner. Julia Josephine Hill. William Alexander Hill. Samantha Ray Heineman. Amanda Lynn Holbrook. Sophie Irene Holub. Robert Bartholomew Hughescamp. Paul Robert Hustler. Lee Anna Heyer. Pedro Enrique Lopez Ignacio. Samuel Adam Isaacson. Muhammad Aman James. Ella Catherine Jasinski.
Amanda Helen Jeanette. Amy Christine Johnson. Liliana Marie Johnson. Caitlin Nicole Johnson. Jessica Johnson. Mackenzie Kate Johnston. Alicia Marie Hodelman. Eve Marie Jones. Matthew Stephen Hodelman. Harry Frederick Jones. Andrew Brett Kassler. Matthew Liam Cates. Tuba Kauser. Michaela Lisa Rebecca Kearney. Cameron William Kelly. Jessica Lynn Kelly. Greenlee Davette Kelly. Stephanie Jean Kemp. John Franklin Kennedy. Amanda Rose Kessler. Tyler Zachary King. Melanie Ray Kiwan. Alexis Kijani Kiyanda. Daniel Patrick Knight. Anthony John Kruskis. Cullen Anderson Lancaster. Daniel Ian LeBlanc. Spencer Jenping Lee. Julia Elizabeth Leifer. Megan Doris Latendra. Nicholas Milton Levine. Laura Nicole Lipinski. Joseph Robert Loyola. Eric David Longley. Kristen Kimberly Lynch. Samantha Kim Makowitz. Megan Marie McVicker. Piyush Chowdhury Makapati. Amanda Louise Mangano. Zachary Paul Mana. Michaela Ray Mon. Carrie Ann McCabe. Cole Charles McCarthy. Margaret Mary McCarthy. Alaire Ann McHugh. Brandon Michael McDowell. Samantha Paige McGoldrick. Mitchell Devin McIver. Zachary Michael McKinney. Derek James McLaughlin. Cassidy Marie McMahon. Lorenzo Thomas Medeiros. Christina Nancy Marriott. Kylie Susan Marriott. Alana Ray Messier. Derek Michael Muth. Jackson Buck Miller. Hannah Lee Mitchell. Mary Elizabeth Monticello. Tyler Michael Morris. Tyler John Mosca. Kyle Daniel Moran. John Patrick Moylan. Sydney Mariette Mulkern. Kevin Daniel Murley. Olivia Noel Murray. Madison Elizabeth Musto. Muzi Jamie Endeble. Benjamin David Newcomb. Luke McElroy Nickerson. Michael Francis Nickerson. Ethan Rowe Nirenberg. Samuel Robert Nugent. Mark Norton O'Brien, Jr. Coleman McGuire O'Brien. Megan Virginia O'Brien. Jennifer Isabella O'Connell. Sean Patrick O'Connell. April Michelle O'Connor. Devin Michael O'Donnell. Mackenzie Tara O'Halloran. Stephen Page Papagno. Plamina Plamanova Pascaleva. Michaela Noel Pelletier. Nicole Karen Penny. Gina Renee Puro. Amber Kaylee Pisani. Eli Asante Pitts. Zoe Diana Plant. Hannah Marie Podolsky. Matthew Ryan O'Donnell. Megan Elizabeth Presentado. Jeffrey Chance Pocketilliv. Owen Amir Prevost. Taylon Elijah Price. Jennifer Lynn Pryor. Welena Maya Putterman. Connor Michael Quirk. Nafel Rahman. Matthew Fernando Reiki. Megan Rose Reardon. Ian Asquith Reddish. Michael Francis Reed. Melissa Ashley Reef. Thomas Usen Reed III. Olivia Grace Reynolds. Zachary Lewis Reynolds. Olivia Rose Rind. Gabriel Georges Riachi. James Thomas Ricci. Joseph Luke Riccio. Sierra Mae Richardson. Austin James Ricker. Austin Joshua Rocha. Timothy Michael Rocket. Gabriana Teresa Rosario Guerrero. Brady Carol Rounds. James Patrick Rovalis. Emma Rose Roach. Aiden Reed Sacco. Garima Sandhu. Yasmin Santiago. Robert Patrick Sake. Daniel James Saraceno. Luke Robert Savoy. Karina Paige Schaup. Samuel Schermacher. Kaylin Joan Schofield. Matthew Joseph Sibilia. Damani Stephen Scott Hankerson. Jennifer Catherine Francis Scriven. Shaylin Grace Sears. Ronald James Sellon. Isabel Esther Shantler. Connor James Sheehan. Atmik Garang Sheath. Daniel Stephen Silverio. Philip Donald Sloan. Connor James Smith. Emily Elizabeth Smith. Scott Anthony Soleil Robertson. Veronica Emily Souza. Brody Wyman Still. Abigail Kathleen Sullivan. Brendan Riley Sullivan. Peter Brian Sullivan. Hrithik Burma Shiraparaju. Robert Manuel Vieira. Julianne Elsie Svoboda. Jacob Joseph Teichman. Mohammed Jad Tamimi. Hiram Arturo Tatis. Lillian Tatesco. Benjamin John Tebow. Andrew George Triantafilopoulos. Allison Lee True. Kylie Christina Trider. Ashley Louise Simsis. Brandon Daniel Sosik. Carly Ann Tyner. Emily Robertson Begent. Danon Deontay Walker. Daniel James Walker. Connor John Walsh. Gregory Joseph Waters, Jr. Michael Leonard Weinstein. Matthew Parker Whalen. Keegan Page Whitman. Justeel Willis. Lauren Elise Whitman. Jason Barry Winvogel. Jacob Francis Wynn. Kiara Marie Wood. Sydney Lynn Woods. Olivia Gail Wyberaki. Nicole Marie Wynn. James Anthony Merritt.
Okay. Class of 2019, please rise. Having completed all requirements set forth by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and by the School Committee of the Town of Mansfield, I am honored to declare you graduates of Mansfield High School. Seniors, take those tassels. Now, turn those tassels. I present to you the graduates of the Mansfield High School class of 2019. Congratulations.